everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm the average simmer, and in today's speed build, we're making a home for my sim Minty from the Not So Berry challenge. So Minty is of course from my Not So Berry Legacy challenge on YouTube. I'll link that in the iCards or in the description down below. I thought she had enough money, so I figured we'd build her a house so that she can move here eventually. So I built her this house, and it turned out more expensive than I thought. So it will actually take quite a while before we get enough money to move here. So I'm just going to play off camera and just try and level up in her career, and I'll also get more money, yeah. And I'll have Summer keep working too, because she just moved in. If you haven't checked out the last episode, that's what happened. And they're now engaged. So in this speed build, I also left like a room for the two more rooms that aren't really needed. One is a gym and one is a study space. I didn't really need those, but I kept them there anyways because I wanted to fill those rooms, because they'll just be a gym and study for now, but later they'll be like a home for the next generation and like the kids that Minty and Summer are gonna have. Of course they'll have to adopt, but yeah, so that will be for the kids, but for now they're just empty spaces. And you'll see I'm fiddling a lot with the stairs. I was trying to just remove the flooring, but it wouldn't work. And I don't really know what to do, so I just changed the placement of the stairs, and I really liked how it turned out. And my favorite part about this build is like the front entrance where you enter, and then there's like this sort of place where you can keep like your scarves and stuff, and the scarf is mint, which is like a really nice touch. And then you can go to the left where you can go to the kitchen and go upstairs, or you can go to the right. And then instead of keeping like an archway or a door or having no walls, I actually kept part walls. I kept one wall on each side, and then I kept columns, and I think it looks really nice. I did this before when I was just building on my own, and I thought it looked nice, so I decided to do that for this as well. And also, I used quite a bit of cats and dogs for this build, because cats and dogs actually has a lot of stuff that are mint colored, and they're the perfect color to use. But of course I didn't use everything from cats and dogs, because otherwise this would be fully mint, and I didn't want it to be a solid color challenge, and I still wanted this place to look good but still have a super mint vibe. If you looked at it, you could tell it's a home for the mint generation. I also gave her these counters from the culinary career. I know she unlocked this before while we were playing, so she's allowed to have these, I'm pretty sure. And she's a chef. Minty, the sim in the Not So Berry challenge that I'm playing, is a chef, so I figured she'd need to have a very luxurious kitchen because she's going to be cooking a lot. So I gave her this luxurious kitchen, and I wanted to give her some of the best appliances and supplies too, but I didn't want to waste all our money in the kitchen because there's still a bunch of other things we have to do with the house. So I decided to just give her some cheaper mint colored things and appliances, and then we'll upgrade them slowly, because there are other sort of mint colored appliances, but they're super expensive, so I'm gonna wait to buy those. And also the speed build that I'm doing right now, it's in the summer home lot in Windenburg. So it's an empty lot in Windenburg, and there's no neighbors or anything. It's sort of secluded from the rest of the area, which I liked, because I figured that if we did sort of have this place be near another like neighborhood, and if we had neighbors, then we'd have to like match our home with the neighbors. So for example, if this had been like a modern build and then you kept it in Willow Creek where there's more suburban style builds, then it would look super off because there'd be like one modern house and then a bunch of suburban houses. So here I liked it because you can't really see the neighbors because there are no neighbors, so we could pretty much do whatever build we like, and it doesn't have to match anything because there's nothing to match. So yeah, and I also really like the teal here because, not the teal, the tile here. That's like, it brings in a bunch of different blues together, and then one of the colors of that tile has a mint color. So I like that about it. And also, I was just talking about how Minty is a cook, and that's because I thought I'd just change up the rules a bit to do something a bit different than what people normally do. And so she's more of like a chef, and she's working on the culinary career. She has the culinary aspiration to be a master chef, and I always link what rules I'm playing by in the description of every video from the Let's Play. But the skills that she has to get up maxed are cooking and gourmet cooking. So that's what we're working on in the series. We're like halfway through her career as well, so that's pretty good. So we're almost finished the Mint generation. We're not too far off. And we will be having a wedding really soon because, once again, Minty's married with Summer. Not married, she's engaged. And I was trying to find some good curtains, but there was no curtains that I really liked that sort of matched what I was trying to go for. So I just didn't put any curtains, and I just kept curtains in Minty's bedroom. Oh, and also I kept curtains in the bathrooms because privacy. And I think the couches that I gave her are similar to actually I think they're the exact same as what she has in her apartment. Also, I was just talking about how I'll be playing this off camera to try and level her up in her career and get more money. So another episode of the series might not be posted in a while because I'll have to keep working on it off camera, and it's probably going to take a really long time before we can get close to getting enough money to move here. So actually I might just remove some of those like workout equipments so that it's a little bit easier to move in here, because workout equipments are definitely expensive in The Sims and even in real life too. So, and we don't really need that. If we want to work on our fitness skill, we'll just go jogging and we'll be fine. So I'm not really gonna I think I'll remove those. And also, let me know if you want me to publish this. Not publish, share this to the gallery, because I was planning to share it to the gallery, but now that I'm thinking about it, maybe you guys will want to have this build after I add in the other people. Not people, but the kids, the Rose generation. After I add them in, then I'll share it to the gallery. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I'll just share it now, because if I was downloading this from the gallery, I probably wouldn't want the Rose generation in it, because maybe I'll be playing a bit differently. So yeah, I think I'll just upload it like normal. I also don't like that dresser didn't have a swatch that matched the bed. That was really bugging me, but I just left it as a white dresser. There was also these paintings that I kept in the hallway. I think it will be a while before you see that, but I kept these paintings in the hallway. They're pretty common. They're used a lot in builds. They're from base game. They're these small paintings of like leaves, and then the color is like also a perfect mint color. So I used that. I actually should have used it more, but I only used that painting like once in the hallway to the bedroom and gym. But that, and then I did that cool thing where you put like two paintings that are the same beside each other. I think that always looks really nice, so I did that. Yeah, I kept it right here. Yeah, you can see that now. Also, I really like this painting, but that one that I just kept there, but there was no really good swatches that I felt matched, but I still kept that farm one anyways. I just moved it, so it's not here anymore. And then these chairs also had a really nice mint color, so I kept two of them here, so maybe like you could sit and talk. And I still kept that painting, of course. And I kept two windows up on the roof. And one of my favorite parts, again, about building is landscaping. So I really loved landscaping this lot. And I kept like a bunch of different plants. And then I kept these plants from cats and dogs. Yeah, these ones, I think they were a really nice color. So I kept those there. And something new that I did with landscaping was when I kept the tree down, then around the trees I kept some flowers because I thought that looked nice, and that means I get to landscape more. So yeah, I actually like one day I want to do like a farm sort of build where I just landscape a whole plot of land. I think that would be fun. So let me know if you would be interested in that. I didn't plan on giving her a patio, but I felt like this lot was super big, and then we should probably add a patio, so I did. Right here, I'm adding a patio, and I kept like a grill and a little table there. And then I kept like a pathway of stone from the front entrance all to the patio, because I thought that would add a little bit more to the build. And I also kept a pool, and you'll see how I sort of laid out the pool with the rest of the build, and that looked really nice. And for this build I also added screenshots. I normally don't put that many screenshots in builds because I'm not that good with screenshots, but for this build I did. And I kept these chairs in front of the house, which I really liked. I was planning on keeping benches there instead, but I kept that. Oh, and I also loved where I kept the mailbox. I kept it like with the landscaping because it sort of had this flowers on top of the what's it called, mailbox. There was like a basket of flowers, so I thought I'd keep it with the landscaping, which had some flowers with it, so it would match really well, and it sort of disguises itself in there, and it just looked really nice, and I like that a lot. So yeah. And here you can also see how I laid out the pool. I kept it like sort of with the walkway. And actually something that I might want to do is add fence around the walkway, so then your Sims are for sure going to walk in there, but I don't really know. Also, I just realized something that could be making the build really expensive is landscaping, because it's pretty expensive, but I don't mind. And here, another great thing, I was doing a landscape, and then I was like sad that I only get to do it in the front of the house because there wasn't really any corners at the back of the house to add landscaping. But then of course I did the patio, so then there was space, and I was like, yay, more landscaping. So yeah, that was fun. And I also kept that trash can in there. I forgot about that trash can. It's not really that interesting, but there you go. I kept a trash can on the patio. I thought it kind of blended in with the pathway, which was really nice because I didn't really want the trash can to stand out. I think we're nearing the end of the speed build. Yeah, we're super close to getting into the screenshots. Here I'm just quickly naming it to the Not So Berry Mint Home. Might change the title later, I'm not sure yet. But yeah. And here now we're going into screenshots. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!